Flowers. At DH, number 3, Thomas Carey. At DH, number 15, Jack. At shortstop, number 23, Thomas Harrison. In center field, number 00, Cam Ward. In right field, number 2, Cage Cockrell. At DH, number 13, Matthew Swoboda. And your coaches, Coach J.J. Chisholm, Coach David E., and manager Ed McLeod. Your umpires for tonight's game are Bo Shirley, Kevin Bryan, and Rodney Bray. Please play ball.
And welcome back to the broadcast here. I'm Chuck Sebastian. Glad to have you along with me and glad to be here in Troy, Alabama as we get set for Game 2 tonight. This one should be interesting. Jacksonville versus Mobile Municipal as we get set for our second game of the evening. This one getting started a couple hours late. We had an hour-and-a-half rain delay earlier tonight. That is what has caused this game to be behind as we get set to go here with our first hitter. And the first pitch is going to be high for ball one.
Now batting number 24, Eli France.
Eli France comes to the plate, the second baseman. Slap that ball towards the middle. He'll get through into center. He'll start himself off with a single. And France is aboard for the leadoff.
About number 12, Bradley Pledger.
And Bradley tries to lay down a bunt there, and it'll be fouled off. Strike one. Bradley Pledger, the extra hitter. Pitches up and high. Top of the first inning, a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Runner aboard. And now 2-1. And now the count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and he struck him out. First strikeout of the game. And on the hill.
Now batting number 11, Drens.
And here's Drake Loggins, the shortstop. Ball one. Interesting night here at the ballpark. Some very, very big running games, big scoring games, I should say, and a couple of them. That one's picked up by the shortstop. He'll flip to second, and the bobble there, and Loggins is going to be safe on the field.
Now batting number 43, McGuire Mallett.
Here's McGuire Mallet now, the first baseman. Left side with 2 runners aboard. Swung on into the third base glove on a little pop fly for the out. And it'll be 2 down.
What about number 7, Kingston Langley?
Kingston Langley now comes to the plate. Take strike 1. One and one. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Runners moving around on the bases out there, but no movement as of yet, and they probably won't go. That ball's going to get away from the pitcher, and both runners will advance second and third now. 2-2 count on the wild pitch. Strike called on the corner. And down. Second strikeout of the inning. And a 1-2-3 there with a couple runners stranded. And we'll go to the bottom of the door. And Mobile coming to the plate.
Number 17 for Municipal Park is at 50 pitches.
As we get set to go here, bottom of the first inning, it'll be William Hanner and Edward McLeod coming to the plate for Mobile. And doing the pitching for Jacksonville will be Caleb Gay.
What about number 4, William Tanner?
The right-hander. So here's Tanner. First time to the plate. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Two balls and a strike now to Tanner. And the left-hander delivers inside, and he got a piece of him. And down to first he'll go on the hit by pitch. That'll bring up Fuller Chisholm, the pitcher with the right-handed stick. Tanner down at first. A little to the pitcher on the hill. Strike called on the outside corner. Again, these teams all vying for a shot to play in the World Series that will be hosted in Oxford, Emma, 5th through the 10th. Strike two as he swings and fouls that off. Swung a ground ball to the left side. Stabbed by the short long first. Not in time. He'll beat it out. Good attempt there by the shortstop, Drake Loggins. But unfortunately, that one a little too deep in the hole.
What about number 22, Edward McLeod?
McLeod now comes to the plate, swung on and fouled off. Nobody down, one strike on the batter. Swung on and fouled off as well, and now the count will go 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from the left-hander. Swung on, round hop to the third base side. It'll flare foul, and we'll do it again. Caleb Gay with the first two runners aboard. He hit the first one, the deep single at short to the second one. And right now he's got Edward Flat, first baseman, in an 0-2 count. Again, just getting underway here, bottom of one. Yeah. There's a good left field. That'll score at least one. Waving the runner to third, and now waving him home. They're going to try to get two. Went all the way into the fence. They had trouble getting to it. 2 runs will score on the double by McLeod. And they'll jump out to the early lead. Mobile will, with 2 runs here in the bottom of the first. Still nobody out in the inning, and a runner at second.
What about number 9, Brooks McDonald?
Brings up Brooks McDonald, the fielder. First pitch is the ball high. Again, if you missed the scores from our earlier games, Dothan over Decatur 13-4. Albert Selma 12-2. Hueytown over Southeast 10-9. Fairhope won their game. Popped up in the outfield. Shortstop going out to retrieve that one. Field for out number 1. And the run.
Number 11, Andrew Murkison.
Fairhope beat Enterprise 17-7. It's a ground ball. It's going to move the runner to third. Left fielder bobbled it. They'll send the runner home. They'll cut it off the throw. And the runner will score, and down to second will go Murchison. So Andrew with a single picks up the RBI. And it is a 3-0 Mobile. And John Stowers, the catcher.
Now batting number 21, John Stowers.
And the left-hander stands in with a runner at second, still only one away, and a 3-0 lead. Lays down a bunt, rolls down the line. It'll be picked up, thrown to field. Runner's going to score, and down to second will go the. And then the misplay again. Ball goes into left field. Now down to third. goes Stowers. So a bunt single gets him all the way to third. Another run scores. And it is now 4-0.
What about number 3, Thomas Casey?
And Thomas Casey comes to the plate. So Thomas Carey now at the plate. 4-0 lead here. Bottom of the first. Runner down at third. And the count will go 2-0. Only one out in the inning. Jack Teague also in the on-deck circle. So quickly, Mobile Municipal jumping all over Jacksonville. Swing, got a piece, fouled it off. Runner cannot advance from third to. That pitch a little bit outside, and the count will go 2-1. Or 3-1, sorry. Strike called on the corner, and the count will go full 3-2. And down to first goes Thomas Carey, first and third.
Now batting number 15, Jack Teague.
And they'll get the third out in the inning. Thomas Harrison will go down. And it is 5-0 as we go to the seconds.
Number 30 for Jacksonville is now at 27 pitches. At the plate, number 6, Aaron Nixon.
Here's Aaron Nixon now on the plate. And he gets hit by a pitch. He'll go down to first.
Now batting number 3, Garrick Strain.
Swung on, hit out into center field, coming in, sweeping to make the catch. Did not. And the runners first and second. Base hit for Garrick Strain. So Jacksonville trying to get runners aboard.
Now on the plate, number 30, Caleb Gay.
Down 5-0. 2-0 count. Two balls and a strike. Batters at first, or runners at first and second. Inside. Woo, just about got another one. These pitchers have been hit guys left and right, and Caleb Gay backs out of there. So again, another hit by pitch. And boy, I'll tell you what, these guys are going to be in bruise here very quickly if they don't get that strike zone. And that was the pitcher that got hit. Coach going out to check on him to make sure he's okay.
At the plate, number 2, Brendan Hurst.
Two and one count on the left-hander. Bases loaded. Outside. 3-1. Foul tips, and the count will go to 3-2. Still nobody out in the inning. And Brennan Hurst. Now, after this inning's over, folks, I'm going to shut down the production of the game here for a moment and try to refresh the camera to go. There's a walk given up and a run will score. But we'll wait to do that till the inning is over. So that is why you're not seeing the picture right now and only hearing the audio. My apologies for that. It is a 5-1 lead right now.
Now batting number 1, Ben Pridgeon.
So as soon as I shut it down and restart, you'll need to restart your browser as well so you can pick up back where we were. Swinging bunt, and it's fouled off right in front of the plate. Boy, that would have been a beautiful bunt. Unfortunately, the runner down at third, Strain, didn't go, and he's got to move with nobody out and bases loaded. They would have had him pretty easily. So we will shut it down here in just a few moments and restart it, and you'll have to restart your browser. Strike count now to the hitter, Ben Pridgeon. Swing and a miss, and the first out of the inning finally is recorded. Sam Wagner now comes to the plate. Same thing, bases loaded, 1 out. And a timeout is the coach going to go out. Now, if they do a pitching change here, we'll switch it as well while they do it. That's what they're going to do. So they're going to do a pitching change. So I'm going to shut it off. We'll be back in just a few moments. Make sure you refresh your browser. And we're back at it, folks. Glad to have you along. Make sure you refresh your broadcast. If you've had any trouble, we had some trouble here with our camera, so make sure you're refreshing your internet connection. There's a walk given up. Tanner goes down to first. Again, his second time tonight that he's been on. 2 outs here in the inning. Runners at first and second. Hitchcock.
What about number 17, Fuller Chisholm?
Chisholm, who had a single and scored a run his first time up, comes to the plate. 5-1 lead, bottom of 2. Mobile trying to put a few more on top of that 5. First pitch, ball inside. Outside 2-0, wild pitch goes back to the screen. Both runners will move up. Now you got runners at second and third. And a 2-0 count. So Fuller with an opportunity to bring a couple more across the plate here early. Low. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 down. Runners at second and third. Fuller Chisholm trying to crack this one open a little bigger. He'll take a strike on the corner and he'll go 3-1. Good idea, taking that pitch at 3-0. You always want to make that pitcher throw you at least 1 strike, if not 2. See what he does here on the 3-1. Outside and walk. Back-to-back walks given up. Bases now loaded. And Edward McLeod will come to the plate. Edward with a big double.
What about number 22,
2
Edward
RBIs
McLeod?
and a run scored his first at-bat. Back here again in the second inning already with another opportunity to really break it open big. First pitch is outside for a ball. Strike on the corner, 1-1. Outside again, 2-1. And a little more banter coming from the dugout, and the umpire again pointing to the dugout. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded here, bottom of 2, and a 5-1 lead for Mobile, and they're trying to capitalize with a few more. That one too high, 3-1, but kept in front of the catcher. And nowhere to put him for Dixon. Or Nixon. Aaron Nixon. Strikeout, then back-to-back walks. And he's going to walk another one. And everybody's going to move up. Bases will stay
on the bat, number 9, Brooks McDonald.
Scoreboard. 6-1 lead now. Remember, there is a run rule. 15 runs after 3, 10 after 4. As Brooks McDonald steps in, who popped out to the short left side of the left field area, and the shortstop able to go out there and get it. Takes ball 1. Wild pitch. Here comes the runner. You slide in safely, and everybody moves up. Another run on the scoreboard. It's 7-1 and a 2-0 count. As Tanner comes on. Cloud to second. Chisholm to third. 2-0 to Brooks McDonald. Now a 6-run lead here in the bottom of 2. In the dirt. Stop there. Good stop. But now 3-0. Ben Pridgeon is doing quite a number behind the plate there, but and ball 4 again. Another walk given up, and bases again are loaded. And the coach back to the hill he goes. Trying to find somebody, I'm guessing, who can throw him some strikes. Because he's going to take the baseball, I believe. I don't know if he'll leave him there or not. You got 2 outs. You only need 1 more, but that looks like it was it. And it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher. So we'll take a pause for the cause here, and we'll come back. More on the way. New pitcher on the mound for Jacksonville.
Now pitching, number 24, Eli France.
7-1 score right now. And a new pitcher on the hill. Coming to the plate will be Andrew Burchizin, the third baseman. Andrew with a single.
Low to bat number 11, Andrew Murchison.
And had an RBI his first time. Wild pitch on the first pitch. Here comes the runner. Tag put down. No, he's safe. It is now 8-1. As Chisholm comes home on the wild pitch. McLeod to third. McDonald to second. 1 ball count. To Markizin. Andrew. And now 2-0. Boy, that pitch nowhere close to the zone. For the young man on the hill right now, Eli France, he's struggling to find the strike zone. Wild pitch again, and the runner fakes and goes back. Didn't have a chance, I don't think, to come home on that one. 3-0. Pitch away from loading the bases. John Stowers, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. It's a nice little curveball that he got across for a strike. 3-1. Right now, what you got to do is concentrate and just throw that pitch again. If he hits it, he hits it. But you got to get that third out, and you've got to use your help behind you. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. 3-2 seems to have found that pitch now. A lot of these kids, they try to go up there thinking they can strike kids out, and that's not what this game's about at this age. You want to pitch to contact and let your infield and outfield do the work. Swing, he grounded that one foul down the third base line, right by the coach. Stays in there with a 3-2 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 7-run lead right now, 8-1. Mobile. Again, grounded foul. Count stays full. Curveball swung on, drilled it down the third base line. It'll stay inside the bag fair. That'll score 1. Here comes the second. And headed for a stand-up double is McKissick. He'll pick up 2 more RBIs. And it is now a 10-1 ball game.
Over the bat, number 21, John Stowers.
John Stowers now, the left-hander to the plate. Single his first time up, scored a run as well. And a 9-run lead for Mobile Municipal. First pitch up high for a ball. Jacksonville, I believe, had some car trouble when they were trying to get here this afternoon. And then Municipal called and said they were running behind. There's a drop ball sliding into third. Thrown into left field by the catcher. Runner coming home. He will score, and it is 11-1. Stowers with a 2-0 count, bases clear, a 10-run lead now for Mobile. And continuing to play. Outside, 3-0. And now 5 runs away from ending this in the top of the third inning. Walk given up again. Down to first he goes. Thomas Carey. You wonder how much the travel problem caused Jacksonville, as well as a very late start tonight, getting started a little after 9. Not an easy thing for these kids, but hopefully they'll be able to bounce back tomorrow. Wild pitch, down to second will go the runner. Ball 1 to Thomas Carey. And it hits him. Runners at first and second now, and Jack Teague will come to the plate, the 11th man batting in this inning.
Now batting number 15, Jack Teague.
Swung on, ground ball to second. Should end the inning, and it will. Finally get out of the inning. 11 men go to the plate. 6 of them score. It is 11-1 going to the top of the third inning. Jacksonville.
Number 24 for Jacksonville is at 14 pitches.
Fletcher, Loggins, Millay due up. If you want your very own DVD of any game broadcast during this year's Alabama DYB AAA State Tournament, simply email the info at JockJive.com. Email us at info@JockJive.com. We'll get the process started. DVDs are $10 per game plus shipping and handling. Again, that's info@JockJive.com. Check it out. Get your own personal keepsake. Any game that we do. And you can check that out at JockJive.com. Or, like I said, email us at info@JockJive.com. Tell us what game you like, and we'll get you set up. And there will be plenty of games that we'll be doing through this tournament. So you'll be able to purchase more than one if you'd like. And you can purchase one of every game your team or your kids play in for a keepsake or a gift or whatever. It's a pretty cool project. And we'll get those DVDs out to you very quickly. 10-run lead here. Top of 3 now. Jacksonville coming to the plate. They've managed just 1 run in the second inning.
Now pitching number 22, Edward McLeod.
We get set to go. Top of the third inning, 11-1, 10-run lead right now. Jacksonville. Radley Pledger comes to the plate.
Now batting number 12, Bradley Pledger.
Pledger with ball 2. Swing and a miss. Got a strike there. Nice pitch. Squares to bunt. Looks to lay it down. Nice bunt. Third baseman coming in hard. He'll make the throw to first. In time to get him.
Up to bat number 11, Drake Loggins.
Drake Loggins now to the plate. Drake, fielder's choice his first time up. Got stranded out at second. Low. Edward McLeod is now on the hill for Mobile. And he's got a 3-0 count to Drake Loggins. And he's going to give up his first walk. So runner down to first. And the left-hander to the plate.
Now batting number 43, McGuire Mallet.
McGuire with a pop out to third his first time up. Gets the curveball, doesn't work. Count 1-0. Swings and misses there. Count goes 1-1. Chasing one out of the zone. You get the runner trying to take the base. Second out of the inning. 2-2 counts. And down low, 3-2. 13-0, Moulton over Cherokee. So another quick game over on the other field. Three-two is the count. One down or two down. And he's going to give up the walk again. So the walk, and Kingston Langley goes down, or comes to the plate with a runner at first.
Up to the plate, number 7, Kingston Langley.
Swung on and fouled off. Off the handle, and 2 strikes. Runner at first with 2 down. A 1-ball, 2-strike count. 11-1 lead right now for Mobile. Right back to the hill. Rapp throw over to first in time for the out. Well, depending on what happens here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, right now Jacksonville will have 3 outs to work with in the top of the 4th. They're down by 10, pending the outcome of what's going to happen here. Stick around. Still more to go here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 11-1 on JockJive.com. Ten-run lead right now for Mobile, and they're coming to the plate with Harrison Ward.
Now pitching number 43, McGuire Mallett.
And Mallett will come to the hill now for Jacksonville to try to slow it down. But as we mentioned, Jacksonville will have 3 outs to work with in the top of the 4th inning, pending the outcome of the bottom of the 3rd inning here. They're down by 10. They would have to get at least 1 to stay in the game. That's if the Mobile team does not get any runs this inning. Moulton over Cherokee, 13-0. So, again, another quick one over on the other diamond. I believe that one was a 4-inning deal as well, and another mercy rule tonight.
What about number 23, Thomas Harrison?
Auburn over Selma 12-2 in a mercy rule, and Dothan over Decatur 16-4, also mercy rule. So we'll see what Thomas Harrison does here. Slaps one into center field for a base hit.
On the bat now, 0-0, Cam Ward.
Squares the bunt, pulls back, wild pitch down to second base. Will go the runner. And he thought he was going to go down on a hit by pitch, but I believe that got a piece of the bat. The umpire calls him back, and they're discussing it now with the coach. Catcher got a piece of that as well. That's who he's checking on, but the hitter thought Cam Ward thought he was going to head to first, but I believe he got a piece of the bat. And then it got the part of the catcher. So we'll wait while he tries to work out that warrior wound is what that's called for a guy who stayed behind the plate for 14 years. I felt plenty of those, and I'm still regretting some of those later on in life. They haunt you later on. It's not an easy position behind the mask. Runner down at second. Squares the bunt, pulls back. Count to go 2-1 or 1. Yeah, 2-1. Pulls back again. It's now 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Fouled off, and the count will go full 3-2. 3-2 count. Nobody out yet. 11-1 lead for Mobile, and they're trying to put more on the board. They've already got them by 10, and a walk given up. So first and second. Cage Cockrell is single, run score.
On the bat, number 2, Cage Cockrell.
And that one inside, ball one. And trying to prevent any extra runs from crossing, the outfield will square the grass on the far edge right up against the fence area. And they're going to lay down a bunt, moving runners to second and third. Good little squeeze, nicely done. Does what he needs to do. 1 out. Either that or the coach on the other side maybe playing a little station-to-station baseball there. Trying to get a couple of insurance runs. Knows he just needs to get the 3 outs in the top of the 4th to end the ball game. They've already got the 10-run lead, but you'd like to have maybe 11 or 12. Tight inside is Swoboda, the strikeout victim last inning. Two and 0. And inside now 3-0, and a pitch away from loading the bases for the top of the order, which has done all of the damage. 10 of the 11 runs scored by the first 6 in the order. Strike called on a 3-1 now. And ball 4, and he walks him. So bases again loaded. Top of the order coming to the plate. This is William Tanner, who's been hit by a pitch walk, scored 2 runs. Every time this kid has been on, he has scored. Like I said, the first 6 batters have at least scored 1, if not 2 runs. He gets hit. Again, that's the second time the little guy's been tagged by a pitch, and that'll score the 12th run. And now the 15-run rule could come into effect with
what about number 17, Fuller Chisholm?
They would need 4 more to end this ball game right here and now. That ball lifted into center field. That'll score at least 2.
Now batting number 22, Edward McLeod.
And it is now 14-1. And McLeod comes to the plate. Runners both go on the wild pitch down to second and third. Chisholm second, Tanner to third. And now a base hit should win the ball game. A walk and a double by McLeod tonight. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and the 2 winning RBIs out on the diamond. But he's got to get a pitch to hit. 2-0. In the dirt, 3-0. Swung on off the side of the bat into foul territory. Did it drop in fair? Apparently it did. Here's the first run, and this will be the winning run. And that'll be the ball game, folks. So a single, tried to stretch it into 2. And the 2 runs will score, and this will be over with. 4 RBIs for Edwin McLeod. And this one ends 16-1 is a final on the mercy rule, folks. So 16-1 is our final. And Mobile going to win this ball game. That's going to do it from Field 1 tonight. Thanks for tuning in to JockJive.com. We'll be back tomorrow night. More baseball. 5 o'clock and 7:30 is our start times. Make sure you join us right here on JockJive.com. Good night, everybody.